Hello and welcome to another Dragon Ball discussion video. I'm your host Merlin, and today we shall be taking a look at the Saiyans. This is a request from Walking00 Dead. There is really no questioning how important the Saiyans are to the Dragon Ball mythos, especially when we get to the Z portion of the series, as the main character Goku is a Saiyan himself, and the influence of the Saiyans' existence will be felt for a significant portion of the series. In fact, with most of the fights being dominated by them. Canonically, we first learn of the Saiyans through Raditz and later Vegeta and Nappa. But the first real look we get into the cultural background of the Saiyans is in the Bardock TV special. We learn that the Saiyans are a powerful warrior race, whose entire existence is based solely around combat and conquest. They seem to be a primitive people, though through a combination of trade and war, gain usage of space traveling capability and other technological advances. Generally, most Saiyans thrive on combat and don't seem to care much about weaker species. This draws them to the attention of Frieza and his World Trade Organization, as Saiyans become a large part of his army and seem incredibly loyal to him. However, Frieza finds that the Saiyans have potential to achieve great power and are vast in number. With the rumor of the Super Saiyan, Frieza launches a sneak attack on the Saiyan planet of Vegeta, killing most of them in one destructive blast. The only Saiyans to survive this attack were off-planet at the time: Goku, Raditz, Nappa, and Vegeta. When Saiyans arrive in later chapters, it takes battles to an otherworldly level, with the devastating levels of power capable of destroying entire planets. Even the weakest Saiyans are significantly stronger and faster than the average human, and seem to have natural ki manipulation abilities, including flight and plasma blasts. Saiyans are all born with tails which, during the full moon, allows for a chemical reaction to take place, transforming them into giant apes known as the Uzaru. Heh, and I thought werewolves were badass. In this form, a Saiyan's power and strength increases tenfold. However, it takes time to control this state, as younger individuals with Saiyan DNA have trouble controlling the animalistic tendencies of the Uzaru. Interestingly, if the tail is removed, the transformation cannot take place again, though it can grow back several times in youth, kind of like human teeth, except with tails. Yeah. There is also another aspect of the Saiyans that really gives them a significant advantage in battle. This is the ability to gain even more power after every single fight. No matter how much damage a Saiyan takes, the strength and power they will gain directly coincides with the amount of damage they take. There is also, of course, the capacity to reach the legendary status of Super Saiyan, though this is something that can only be achieved through genetics, great physical trials, as well as some great moment of overwhelming emotion. The first stage greatly increases a Saiyan's physical strength and speed, as well as changing hair and eye color. Interesting. There are also several levels of this state with various advantages. The limit could have arguably have been met by Goku and the fusion board Gotenks. It is also implied that the mixture of Saiyan and human blood could make potentially more powerful beings altogether, if not more sporadic and with less control, as Gohan and later Trunks and Goten would demonstrate. It really can't be argued that the Saiyans are an incredible part of the Dragon Ball mythos, being the primary focus of the later chapters of the series. Goku's origin took the series into a far more science fiction and action-based direction, as opposed to the comedy-adventure atmosphere in earlier chapters, with magical elements, that the series had up to the introduction of Raditz. The plot of the series also took an incredibly epic scope, as the stakes continued to grow higher as the world, the galaxy, and eventually the universe would hang in the balance. This took the series into a much more serious turn thematically, and the action set the standard many shonen action series would strive to reach afterwards. There is no denying the importance of the Saiyans to Dragon Ball, though they are not loved by everyone. One of the biggest disadvantages of the Saiyans from a battle standpoint is that they were so powerful that most human characters were pushed aside. Though some characters such as Krillin and Piccolo did have significant moments, only Saiyans would be allowed the majority of the victories. To fans of the non-Saiyan characters, this might have seemed a bit unfair. However, the purpose of this was to show the audience that the series had reached a whole new level of seriousness, as the battle with Nappa would clearly show. Another negative aspect of the Saiyans would be the oversaturation of the Super Saiyan state. The main reason why Goku's transformation is the most loved isn't simply because it was the first, but due to the constant foreshadowing and build-up that had been leading up to it, from Raditz's arrival to the battle with Frieza. Afterwards, every character with Saiyan blood would gain this power. This took away from some of the glory of achieving the Super Saiyan state, as it was supposed to be something that was very rare. Plus the fact that it coincided well with Goku becoming the Chosen One archetype. Now granted, it could be argued that the true level of the Super Saiyan was not attained until the Battle of Buu, but even so, it made all the following transformations somewhat underwhelming by comparison. In summation, Saiyans were essential to the Dragon Ball mythos, but their inclusion in the series did have some drawbacks. Well, those were my thoughts on the Saiyans. Let me know what you guys think, and be sure to tune in next time as we delve into the characters of One Piece. This is Merlin, signing off again. Until next time, guys.